everyone. Today I will be talking to you about autonomous cars. For those of you who are not familiar with the technology, I will explain briefly what it is, and then I'll share a couple of recent stories with you and my vision for the future. So, an autonomous car or self-driving car is a vehicle that is able to sense its environment and navigate through it without human input. The first truly autonomous car has first appeared in 1980s. The first time I heard of autonomous cars was in 2012 when Google launched their autonomous cars on the public roads. In recent times, I have read many articles and opinions about how this technology is very hazardous for humanity and how we should abandon it. But I will tell you how they are wrong. Statistics show that since 2012, the autonomous cars tested by Google, Delphi and Audi have driven more than 4 million kilometers and have been involved in 11 incidents. In comparison, in USA in 2013 alone, there have been registered 5.7 million accidents. So, but let's leave statistics aside. In May 2016 occurred the first fatal accident involving a self-driving car. A trailer truck was passing across the highway and the car and the driver didn't see the truck and they crashed. Unfortunately, the driver of the car died. Since then, many people have asked if such accidents would happen in the future, and I would say that probably yes. But is it worth it? Yes. And I'll tell you why after the next positive story. Last month, I think, a lawyer was driving his Tesla car, which is an autonomous car, when he suddenly felt a sharp pain in his chest, and with extreme efforts he was able to engage the autopilot and tell it to drive to the nearest hospital. The car successfully did its job, and the doctors say that it was just in time because he suffered a possibly fatal blood vessel blockage in the lung, which could have killed him if he wasn't there on time. So you see, there are positives and negatives to this technology, as with everything else in life. Is it worth it? Yes. But in order to understand why it's worth it, you have to understand a bit how this technology works. In order to teach a car to drive, you have to have a computer that is able to control the car and everything in it. You have to have an artificial intelligence and lots of data. This data helps the computer decide what to do in any circumstance. For example, if the car senses that the road is wet, it will know that it has to slow down in order to prevent an accident. In other words, let's say you are Tesla's owner, the company I mean, and one of your car crashes. The data from the crash is sent to your headquarters where it is processed. The data is distributed between all the cars, so you can be sure that such an accident, the exact same accident, will not happen again with any of your cars. But what if a person is driving a normal car? Well, if he survives, he will learn a lesson and possibly avoid such an accident in the future. But what about the other drivers? You can see how this technology will learn much faster how to avoid crashes, and I imagine a future where all the cars are autonomous, and using the massive knowledge they have gained, they will be able to travel with tremendous speeds and still be safe. I hope that we are all convinced by now that this is positive technology, and you will be thrilled to hear that Ford and Google have partnered and have promised to start mass producing autonomous vehicles by the end of 2021. Thank you.